Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely Monday morning. Let's get into the cafe, shall we? Hello. Hello and good morning. Juzel, thank you again for the 10 months. I greatly appreciate it. Boof, good morning. Juzel, good morning. Elm, good morning. Steez, good morning. It is a barista, although I'm oddly not tired. I slept like I was dead last night, and I've already had a cup of coffee. So I'm currently sipping on my second. Let me give you some of that good slurp ASMR. But yes, good morning. I have missed streaming, to say the least. It's something that when I was doing it consistently, I looked forward to every day that I did it. Unfortunately, the job that I was in before burned me out pretty bad, but now I'm in a much better place where I would like to work back up to the schedule I had. So, I will be doing these, I think, every Monday morning. I just like the idea of it, or at least every Monday morning that I'm home. I can't always guarantee that I'm going to be home. And the time may change too much earlier depending on what job I might get in the future. But, we'll see. We will see. But yes, I hope everyone is having a nice morning, and I hope today's chill little stream will be able to provide a nice start to the week. I know everyone talks about how, I hate Mondays. They're so shit. And yeah, they really can be. But, maybe some chill vibes and some caffeine will get you going for the week. Oh, but man, do I definitely not have a shortage of things to talk about. I was trying to come up with topics for today, and I don't know, I don't feel like I have any shortage of ideas, because, we've got Twitter, and we've got potential alternatives to Twitter. Then there's also just I'll just kind of whatever shit comes to my head and kind of just whatever y'all want to talk about. But happy belated Halloween. For those of you who don't know, I actually got engaged on Halloween. I proposed to my partner and they said yes, so yeah, so that happened. But yeah. So maybe. Well, I mean, I say maybe no. It'll happen, but it won't happen for a good while. That's something that Kayla and I had talked about, is that regardless of when we get engaged, it's going to be a long engagement. Yeah, and I had been wanting to propose for a while. I knew that this was the person that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. And so I was honestly just looking for a good opportunity. And one finally came up. The funny thing though is that my family still doesn't know. One person in my family knows because I told them, and that's it. I legitimately haven't really had a good opportunity to tell my parents and my sister. But I'm gonna do that at some point today. Just let them all know and, you know, get their reactions. I know it'll be fine. Still doesn't make me any less nervous. But that all aside, for those of you who don't know, I have started offering coaching and consulting for social media and going over, you know, like your social channels, creating a strategy, and then starting a 3-week like action plan to go over. Which I don't know if I'm gonna keep that 3 weeks or I might move that to monthly. We'll see. I do actually like the 3-week plan, which full disclosure, I yoinked that idea from Pumpkin Potion, who is an absolutely wonderful bean. Who you should can I spell today? Yes, I can. If you're not following Pumpkin, you absolutely should. She is she previously was a community manager for the video games industry, was there for almost 20 years, and she has brought her experience to the VTuber and content creator sphere, and she is an incredible fount of knowledge. And she actually has a subathon starting this week, so if you're looking for someone else to harass other than Cabal, you should absolutely go support her. One of her goals is to get a model commissioned for her mom, for Pumpkin Mom, for the two of them to sing, which would be pretty fucking rad. Yes, I am going to shield my friends because they're not here to defend themselves. Oh, goodness. But man, so I did my birthday stream, I did the Lego stream after that, and then I had a coffee chat last month, and all of those streams were really great. The birthday stream was so fucking fun. Building Lego sets was incredibly therapeutic for me personally. And the coffee chat last month was just really nice. And honestly, at the time, something I just needed while I was still recovering from leaving my job. Hi, Weird. Good morning. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a nice Monday. I'm currently drinking straight black Irish cream coffee. I do have some top of the morning coffee, some of their light roast that I got at like 40% off of, that I need to grind. I still have it in the bag, but currently I am enjoying what my mother has ground up already. It is nice to be able to just sit here and chat. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. It smells incredible. Might make some coffee. Do it. And hey, if you don't like coffee, whatever your caffeinated beverage of choice is, whether it's tea, Monster, or Gamer Juice. Okay, I'm convinced. Oh no, I really had to twist your arm. And hey, if you don't like anything caffeinated, just hang out, drink some water, be hydrated, hydrate or dihydrate, and thank you for joining me this morning. It's weird because I don't know. I've always considered. Hi, Woody. Good morning. At times I don't consider myself a talkative person, and although I really like just chatting streams, I have doubted my ability to like uphold a just chatting stream for, I don't know, more than an hour. So we're gonna see. I would like to go for 2 hours and try to push myself for 3, but we'll see. We'll see how long my my mental faculties can go. God, coffee and lo-fi is so nice. So the morning routine that I have been trying to do for the last few days has been get up, get some water. So excited to get this tattoo. Hell yeah, weird. Like down a glass of water, have breakfast, and then make some coffee and sit in the. We have like a enclosed front porch, a sunroom. I don't know if it's called other things in other places, but I'll usually what I've been doing is I just sit there with my coffee, just kind of look out over the neighborhood and like trying to soak in some sunlight and just have my my skull candy are they crushers? I think just have my skull candies on listening to lo-fi for like an hour. It's honestly a really nice way to start the morning. And I think I will hopefully continue that going forward. Only issue is like depending on when I get up, the sun might not be out yet. So there have been a couple days where I got up, I'm seeing the sun and was like, man, it is, you know, pitch black outside or gray. Last week I went to bed around like 8:30 and I woke up at 4 wide awake. It's like, this was a mistake. And so like I was sitting in the sunroom at like 5:30 and it was still pitch black outside. Oh goodness. I definitely need to not go to bed that early. I think honestly the earliest I should ever go to bed is like 9, and even then my brain and body are like, I don't know about that one, bud. I am trying to get on a more normal sleep schedule. I'm having to replan my mons for next payday. That's way too early though. That's understandable. So for those of you who don't know, I have ADHD, specifically the primarily inattentive type. But the specificity aside, you know, I have ADHD. I quite literally have a brain that is biologically different than most of the population. Or at least different than what society considers normal. I've started to refer to this as having ADHD demons. Oh my god. Woody, that's pretty good. But there's a resource, well, it's a publication. You got 80 of them HDs. Oh my god, Steez. There's oh, if I can spell attitude. There's a publication that I'm subscribed on their email letters, and I used to get their magazines. It is called Attitude Magazine, and it is focused on ADHD and all the different facets of it. A week or two ago, I had signed up for a couple of webinars that I signed up for them because I knew I wasn't going to attend them, but I would get the link to it afterwards. And one of them in particular was about how ADHD isn't just like a mind and a body thing. It's a whole life thing. And honestly, that's something that I forget about at times, is that yes, ADHD is a like disorder, is classified as a mental disorder. And you know, it's primarily seen as a disorder of your executive functions, but just simply by the fact that your brain is different means that it affects all aspects of your life. So the seminar that I watched went over, you know, sleep, food, health, wellness, comorbidities, friends and family, relationships, education, emotions, work. Like, it touched on a little bit of everything, and it was just a nice reminder that it's not a good idea to just kind of focus on one thing, which is ironic because hyperfocus is a bit of a bitch with ADHD. But you know, there's a lot more to take care of than just one thing. It's like your sleep. I would argue that probably sleep is like the one that should be focused on first, and that's one that I'm trying to focus on. Because if you get into the habit of, like, I think it's called revenge sleeping or something like that, where, you know, you sleep in late, so then you stay up late, but then because you stayed up late, you either get up on time and you're groggy as shit and your day is kind of scuffed to start with, or you stay up late again, and it's just a repeating cycle. And so it's first breaking that cycle and forcing yourself to you know, actually just like try to sleep and wake at normal times. That said, individuals with ADHD tend to have a delayed sleep cycle by, like, I think the average is like 30 to 90 minutes for most adults with ADHD. So, you know, you have to account for the fact that it's going to take you longer to get into a sleep cycle, which, like, is all stuff that's just, I don't know, interesting to me. Excuse me. It's not even half an hour. I'm considering talking about what Elon's doing with Twitter. Oh god, I hate how it affects memory. So something interesting about that, Woody, is that, so I originally thought it was just like a holistic memory problem. What I'm learning though is that what ADHD affects is like your attentiveness and one of reasons to recall her. So I haven't experienced that issue. I mean, sure, you won't, actively think about her, but you'll still remember her. Because you had your cat long enough to where parts of her were stored in your long-term memory. What ADHD messes with is like your attentiveness for your short-term memory. And what that kind of looks like is when you have ADHD, you tend to like rapidly cycle through what's in your short-term memory. So say you have 4 like memory slots in your short term, and you like try to remember some numbers, try to remember some information. You're visually looking at like a book or something, and someone says something to you. If all of a sudden you get a text on your phone, one of those 4 is gonna get knocked out immediately. And it's a bit of a pain in the ass cycle, which is why things like using external tools just like a notebook or the notes app on your phone is really helpful. My bro has more intense ADHD and he still thinks about his mom that died back in 2015. It's hard to shake those memories. Yeah, like you'll have those memories like in your long term. So I understand your concern, but I mean I still think about like the pug that my family used to have, God, well over a decade ago. Well over. Probably, man, 15, 14 years ago. And like I still remember a lot about her, but now we have Cottonwood and he's 11, so he's still got a good few more years left in him, and I know that I'll remember him in the future as well. I know that I'm not like a mental health professional or anything, but it is funny how much I talk about ADHD. I mean, I did spend an entire semester of college running a blog about ADHD for my social media marketing class, so it makes sense that I still have a lot of that information retained. Also, saran wrap makes a lot of noise. Did you all know that? Does it? When I think of something in the kitchen that makes a lot of noise, I think like aluminum foil, honestly. Oh, goodness. Now, there are some... I mentioned earlier that there are a couple of topics that I thought of. And while ADHD wasn't one of them, I could probably talk about ADHD for like forever. Just because it's just all the stuff that I've thought about for a long time. By the way, if you don't have like a stress ball, you should absolutely get like a stress ball, like a fidget stim toy. Even if you don't have ADHD, I just recommend that in general. Also, shit like Tile is fantastic, especially if you get their newer stuff. Because you can put that shit on anything, and it is Great. Well, it's on my leg and making a lot of noise. Oh, I forgot that you have to saran wrap tattoos. That makes sense. That makes sense. I am kind of tempted to just like play something, like play a game in the background. So yesterday, for those of you who weren't there, Horatius was doing a just chatting stream, but was also like playing Elden Ring in just a minimized window, but kept it just chatting, and I kind of really like that idea. So I may do that for a bit. Now, what I would actually play, oh, you know what? I do have Power Wash Simulator, which DJ gifted me. You know, I think that would actually be an appropriate, chill game. Hi, Bjorn. Yes, it is I. It is the doggo. Good morning. Well, I say morning. Hello, Xander. Welcome in. Good morning. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. But I think I might pull up Power Wash just because it's a very chill game, and I feel like it would fit the vibe right now. If Steam doesn't break on me. I am actually. How are you? I'm doing, honestly, I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. I have some, it's the Dane with puns. I have some interviews coming up this week, and I'm looking forward to those. It's not like a job that I'm super excited about, but it would be getting my foot in the door for marketing professionally, and it would just allow me to, you know, have a Power Wash. Are you gonna, there you go. It would allow me to have like decent, a pretty decent income. Oh, why is the chat box on this one borked? Hang on. Only reason I'm doing well is because I got accepted into college for video game development. Congratulations, Xander. That's awesome.
$11-month friend Abababa, checking out the beans, greater than Tempes 90 high Tempes 90 curb heart.
Hello, Hamster. Thank you for the 11 months. Oh my god, almost a year. And Xander, thank you for the follow and welcome in, you beautiful shade. I appreciate it. I do. I greatly appreciate anyone who's willing to follow me or, like, you know, subscribe and give me their money. I don't know. I'm just a dog on the internet. I might be a social media professional, but ultimately I'm here just to hopefully make people's lives a little better. That's honestly just ultimately my goal. Alright, I cleaned most of this last night while hanging out with Miss Jackie, or at least just vibing in her stream, so... I think what I will do is I'll finish off the patio. Don't get me wrong, Bjorn, I'm powered with puns. Pretty cool that you're a legit social media professional, not gonna lie. Also, A, good morning. Hi, BM. Hope you're doing well. I enjoyed being the harbinger of doom the other day. I was already lurking your stream, and I jumped back in. I was jumping in and out of a lot of streams, but I just had my computer lurking in them. But what was funny was when Min went, hey chat, you know who we said wasn't safe earlier? And I'm just thinking, oh, BM's streaming. Oh, BM's not safe. I'ma just throw a sip emote. Looks like you're almost done. My girls can't wait to get out there. Fucking wheezing, y'all scared the piss out of me. I'm pretty sure that was the point. But also, you're just rad, and you make amazing traditional art. And I do love that Gary, that Jerry keeps commissioning you. That makes me very happy. Love watching the Gator Man continue to get cool shit. For those of you who don't know BM Scribbles, BM is a really rad, really cool artist who definitely falls under the Comfy Chaos banner. How dare you be nice? Someone's getting dem commission dollars. You must be scaring the piss out of me. Oh no, what happened? Weird. But yes, BM definitely falls under the cozy chaos, whether through their actions and words or that of their co-hosts. It is genuinely a really fun time, and I was so genuinely happy to see them streaming again. Because they are a smaller streamer who I would absolutely love to see grow more and succeed. Dropped 145 on me because he redeemed PayPal points. Jesus Christ. Sheesh. B-Dragon got them PayPal dollars. Holy shit. BM, you do good shit. I'm just letting you know that now. And like, my DMs are always open if you have questions about social media. I will take a moment to like low-key shill the fact that I do have coaching and consulting now. I'm slowly trying to onboard a bunch of new people and get them going. Oh, yes, please shout out the BM. Hang on. Because I'm pretty sure all of my mods are asleep. There we go. Go follow BM. BM is good. Gonna talk about Twitter fiascos. Ah, yes, this is true. So, oh god, Twitter. That's so kind. Nah. I like finding really cool people who are doing cool things and, you know, pushing them to other people who may not have normally found them. So, oh god, okay, so Twitter. For those of you who don't know, Twitter, for a hot minute, for some background, Elon Musk, the man behind, one of the people behind PayPal, behind one of the, like, the news headliner behind Tesla and SpaceX and the Boring Company, had kept saying shit like, oh, we're going, I want to buy Twitter. I want to buy out all the stock. I want to take it private again and like make it a good, proper platform. And everyone laughed him off because can't confirm Husky services are well worth it. Thank you, Moss. Because it's Elon Musk. He tends to talk a lot of shit and also get in trouble quite a lot. And because he's not totally immune from his own bullshit. But regardless, he actually, you know, approached Twitter. I think it's Jack. Is Jack Dorsey? Was he the previous owner of Twitter? Oh my god. Falcon VT. Welcome to the cafe, you wonderful shade. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday morning, and thank you for joining us. Do not rebrand. Jesus, no, hamster. But, like, there were some concerns over the actual plan. At first, Twitter was like, nah, we're not doing this. And then it was like, well, maybe we will. And eventually the plan went, I followed BM, Twitch, and Twitter good. Was the previous, oh, yes, he was the previous CEO. Hostile takeovers are fun. I mean, yeah, that's actually a good way to put it. This was definitely a hostile takeover, considering Elon bought the company for like $42 billion, which I'm gonna be honest was definitely more than what he should have paid at. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know shit about really valuing a company, but I definitely know that he overpaid by a lot. So he bought it and then immediately fired basically the entire C-suite. So, you know, that's a great sign. And then fired most programmers, and he gutted, like, so far he's gutted a good portion of the staff at Twitter, which is not good at all. Basically wanted to pay Duck You money. I mean, yes, in typical Elon fashion, just being like, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse, and Twitter was like, alright, sure, fine, fuck it, we'll take your damn money and just be done with this. But there's a lot of concerns because, as I mentioned, he's been firing most of the Twitter staff, and it has not been going well, because apparently he's also been talking about, like, massive unbans on a lot of accounts, which is concerning given that he sympathizes with radical individuals who I and a lot of people don't think should be given as much of a platform as Twitter provides. But that's a political thing, and I'd really rather not get into that. So the thing that I'm the most concerned about is that it seems like he's really trying to revert a lot of the stuff that has occurred over the last couple of years, with Twitter getting a lot more strict about who is and is not allowed to be on their platform, and like just what kind of stuff is allowed on the platform. And a lot of people are concerned, including myself, and rightly so, that Twitter is about to become a very unsafe and toxic place as a result. I'm a professional. Immediately spikes purchase on the concrete floor. Yeah. And so a lot of people in the VTuber sphere, and honestly across Twitter, have been not jumping ship, but like been making plans. I myself have been making accounts on other platforms I've been considering for a while. There's things like Mastodon and co-hosts, which are similar to how Twitter works, that are smaller platforms. Tumblr has suddenly become relevant again, which is the funniest thing because I never thought I'd see the day. I know, like, I have plans to get on Instagram. I have a Pinterest now. Like a Tempestus Husky Pinterest, which is hilarious to me. Yeah, it's, man, we sure do live in a timeline. How is this? There we go. Jesus. I was like, how is this pond liner not done? This timeline fucking sucks. It kinda does. Fucking weird, man. Oh, I see. What the hell else is left? The the birdhouse stand and the doghouse roof. What? Oh. There we go. And I'm not used to being, you know. Everyone coming back to Tumblr is wild. Because I've been there low-key this whole time writing stuff. We do be timelining. Yeah. Where the hell? Where is the dog roof dirty? Oh. There we go. Retaining wall, swinging sofa cushion, and the fence top. Oh. Jesus, how are you supposed to get that? How are you supposed to get in there? What the shit? There we go. Retaining wall cap. What the hell? Oh, it's this one. There we go. And the fence top. Oh. There we go. Cool. Get ready for the day. Be lurking. Alright, Mus. Have a good one. Follow DJ on Tumblr and just spruced up my old unused art blog that already had Weirdness Master. Gotcha. Okay, watch all the progress. Very nice. Alright. No one needs to know or see my OG Tumblr. Oh, I feel that. Actually, I don't think my OG Tumblr exists anymore. Alright. We're going to go with the dirt bike next, just because it's a smaller one. But there is a... one of the mods, Danny, found a Twitter thread that talked about... so I know mine does. It's really sad because it has a good name too. Fair. Yeah, I'll buy one of the metal. Get this, and get this, and we'll just go. See, now for a smaller thing like this is absolutely worth the purchase. Let's see. There we go. We'll go with the 25-degree nozzle. There we go. I just remembered I have a tumbler from forever ago. I don't know if I ever really did anything with it. Oh my god. I have a media question. Sure, go for it. It's more dirt than bike, honestly, though. Hit me with it. Weird, what's your question? While I attempt to get the rest of this damn bike cleaned. What does the list feature on Twitter do? I saw you add me, but I don't get it. Okay, so, think of a Twitter list as basically a hyper-curated feed. So, whoever you have in that list are people that you're, that you especially want to follow. And essentially what it does is that you can click on that list at any time and you're guaranteed to see the recent stuff from the people that you have on it. So instead of like going like follower by like people who you follow one by one, you're able to just see people in a curated list. That's effectively what that is. Engine. Front fender. Ah. And where's the fuel tank? That's the exact. Where the hell? Oh, there we go. What's the difference between bells and lists? Oh, you mean like okay? So notifications is different. Notifications just means that you'll get information. You'll get a notification when someone tweets. I was confused by the list because the bell option was already there and gives it own curated feed. There ain't no difference. I don't think that there's a major difference. It's just that like a bell is the bell is private and the list is not, and you can make the list private. It's kind of a redundant feature. Let's see. These are about equal length. Let's look at the shop first. Oh good, I have enough stars for this, but not enough money. Which is fine. We will go with the bungalow. You know, I mentioned my folks. Well, I think it's time their bungalow met your pressure washer. It's so filthy, it's hard to tell where the ground ends and the house begins. When I mentioned you to Ma, her eyes lit up. Pops moaned and said, the browner the porch, the warmer the torch, which clearly means nothing, so he's overruled. If you can give the place a good cleanup, I'm sure he'd give it a good lift. Yeah, the bungalow definitely looks like it could use some help. Oh, I do have a ladder. Okay, cool. Okay, so this isn't too bad. I think I will start with the roof. And we will go from there. Because the roof is going to be a lot. Dolores Miller. Calvin's such a good boy. He's a volcanologist, you know. Oh, interesting. Which makes sense because there's a active volcano over there. Yay! Let's try and get this crap off the chimney. Let's see, what is the roof? Multi-purpose. Let's see, we'll get the multi-purpose cleaner and hold on to that for when I do the roof. What quality should I aim for? To be fair, we just wanted it clean. We have very bungalow standards. God damn it. Oh. Let me look at Bjorn's. For people thinking, diversifying, not really knowing much about the social media sphere, outside of Twitter, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, what are there out there and what do they focus on? Okay, so that depends on a few things. And I like that because that's a bit more of a complicated question. It depends on what you're comfortable doing and what your content is. So Twitter, and in my experience in the research that others have done, YouTube and Pinterest have the best organic algorithms. What that means is that your stuff on those platforms are more likely to be pushed to not just people who follow you and subscribers and all that, but I'll just point there's no shut Bjorn or Deem here. Nah. I'm not gonna have that kind of thing for people. Where was I going with that? So if you're an artist, honestly, I genuinely recommend Pinterest as well as Instagram. If you're not an artist and you do more video content, I would recommend YouTube and TikTok. If you do a little bit of both, then kind of the world is your oyster, and fucking go for it. Yeah, curious on the Pinterest report from you. So Pinterest is interesting. It actually has a really good organic algorithm. Now the thing is though, like, whether or not your target audience will actually be there. Because you can put stuff there, but it doesn't mean you're actually targeting the right people. Because a lot of Pinterest tends to be millennials and Gen X. There is some Gen Z, but it's definitely not the majority. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try that, but, you know, just a thing to keep in mind. Nice. Alright, and... Nah, Bjorn is definitely not as much of a menace here as Horatius. I've never used Pinterest or the other art when you mentioned what they do. Okay, so... how do I describe Pinterest and Instagram? Actually, Bjorn, for you, Pinterest and Instagram would be definitely worth it for your models. Just for the hell of it. So Instagram is like Twitter, but you actually have to have some form of media with it. So you have to have a photo or a video of some kind. You can't just do text unless you do, like, you know, basic text on a screen. Yeah, Weird knows what I'm talking about. Actually, Bjorn, send me a DM because Instagram is actually really great for miniature painters. But yeah, the best way I can describe Instagram is that it's Twitter, but you can't just do, like, tweets. I'm gonna buy some more of that. This stuff goes by fast, Jesus. Okay. Now, Pinterest, on the other hand, is... Let's see. Pinterest is where usually a lot of brands create pins for like their products, because what people will use Pinterest for is like mood boards, really. That's honestly the biggest thing. I know that there are other uses, but that's like the thing that I know a lot of people will use Pinterest for is mood board. Also, Steez, I saw your go on. But Pinterest is also good for like idea boards. Something that I know I did when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for like the aesthetic for my VTuber was I made a Pinterest board of just like aesthetic ideas. Suffer weird. Pinterests are very popular with game devs as well. Oh, that's true, Valk. Also, welcome. Hi. Hello. I know you followed her, but hello. Just seeing if there's anything else I missed in chat. Also, Valk, I did see your comment from earlier. I do agree with that. I use it for character design, aesthetics, references, etc. A lot for work and personal product. Yeah. Pinterest is definitely the place of ideas. It's a place to like collect ideas. So that's why I highly recommend it for artists. I don't know how well it might do for quote unquote regular VTubing stuff. It is something that I'm going to be experimenting with, so we will see. Depending on the experiment, I might make a YouTube video on it. If you would like to, oh, I didn't mean to have caps lock. If you would like to, you know, follow the YouTube channel for that and possibly other things, those are the links right there. Advice inquiry. Any suggestions on differentiating between friends and friendlies without bluntly asking, yo, are we friends between lockdown and recent events? I'm hesitant about threading the needle of parasocialism. It's gonna depend on, okay. With that has a lot to do with your, like, time spent with someone and like the depth of your conversations. Now, yes, you can also just ask, hey, are we friends? Like, I feel like friendly and comfortable with you, but like I just want to make sure I'm not stepping over any boundaries, like no harm done if we aren't. I'm just trying to figure that out. Now, aside from that, it really is up to personal judgment. I would say the main thing really is just like how familiar with the person, how long you've been talking with them, and like, you know, if they're willing to share like a bit more personal info with you, then like I'd say you're pretty friendly, or at the very least like good acquaintances. But yeah, I guess that's where I'm at with that. Let me go back to my 15. I'll go back to 25. And let me scroll back down. Hi, Lance. Good morning, or, you know, afternoon for you. I should probably change the, probably should change the game to Power Wash. Even though, honestly, it's more like just chatting with Power Wash Simulator instead of Power Wash Simulator with just chatting, but I would rather keep things accurate. Power wash simulator. Nah, change the category to hot tub. Oh my god. Alright, gonna just get some of this off. Talking about those hot tub questions, oh my god. I think that's just the nature of the game. You chat a lot while you play. I mean, yeah. Often than not seems just like just chatting with extra steps. I mean, you can argue that that's what art is. That it's just chatting with extra steps. And honestly, that's kind of what every like every kind of thing on Twitch is like, you know, obviously you don't want to hang out with someone who is just not talking or has like the blankest, blandest expression on their face, because that's not fun. And if I'm just gonna sit there while someone quietly watches like the game they're playing, I'd rather just play the fucking game myself. That's kind of just where I'm at. Like, it's no hate towards the people who do that, but if they ever like, I want to grow, why am I not growing? It's like, well, let's see. You sat and played Genshin for 3 hours, and you barely said anything. So I would get into the habit of talking while you do anything, even when you're offline, which is actually something I've been meaning to practice more. I don't know. It's like, it's gonna be weird, yeah, but it's definitely something you should do if you're trying to improve your content, is to get used to just talking. That's why I'm trying to challenge myself today and go for, you know, we've already passed an hour, so I'm happy about that. And honestly, I felt my, like, verbal abilities kind of failing me, so that's why I swapped over to Power Wash Sim, because I needed something else to bounce off of. Let's see. Hot tub. Oh my god, Bjorn Kid. Hello, Sai. Learn to talk shit to not NPCs when playing. That's fair. Art. It's just chatting with interactive slideshows. Oh my god. There is some truth in that. Talk to yourself, but not like like a crazy person. No, no, no. You want to, the way you want to talk to yourself is like commentary. Think like old YouTube Let's Players. You're basically trying to commentate to yourself without the pressure of a recording or a live stream. Lord, there's just a lot of small patches of crap everywhere. Okay, those are two separate roof areas. Okay, so I'm not gonna worry too much about the porch roof. I want to finish the main roof first. Hi, Cold. I'm missing a lot of spots, I'm aware. Good morning, though. Hope you're doing well, dude. Let's play life. I got back into streaming, got myself into the habit of sharing my thoughts on what I was drawing, because I have a lot on what I'm working on more often than not. That's fair. Put a little rubber ducky above your monitor and talk to it while streaming. I mean, like, I don't know if that's a joke or a real suggestion, but like, yes. Because what you can do is, like, if you have a webcam, literally put a little guy on top, and then all of a sudden you have someone to look at other than the camera. I actually had a teacher who was like, yeah, I just have these like stuffed bears on my desk, and That's what I use when I'm teaching classes because it makes me, feel like I am teaching people, which was really sweet. A little sad, but also just really sweet because he's a really nice guy. Oh God. Lots of orange. God, how is it so bad? Like on the underside, my guys. Actually, I'm gonna change it to that one. There we go, that's better. And I have webcam that has googly eyes. I love that. What do you think? Rubber duck debugging's a thing? Where do you think I learned that? Ah, gotcha. Fair. I didn't know that that was an actual thing. The more you know. I learned something today, chat. But yes, I hope all of you wonderful shades and patrons are enjoying your Monday morning. And I hope I'm able to add something to it. What that something is, I don't have a fucking clue. By the way, there's a version of this where it's basically like a hardcore, like you have a limited amount of water, and I'm over here just like, why? Why would you make Happy Pressure Washer game more stressful to yourself? I mean, like, yeah, I guess there are people who would do that, but I don't want to do this like it's real life. I just want to flail around with a power washer. I do love the sound effects and like the physics of this game. It's really well done. Dark Souls mode, power washing in California. Oh God. I learned the rubber duck programming method back in tech school in programming. Oh. Guys, Iron Man hardcore power washing. The attention to detail in this game is always so good. It's legit so nice. I know. Me over here just trying to get this bungalow roof done. Just like, May have to get back on the roof because I forgot to check the undersides. Just trying to get good enough to where it kind of auto-completes the rest for me. There we go. That's a good portion. Is there somewhere I can put this where it's not in the way? Not really. I'll just put you here for now, I guess. God, how do y'all get so much shit on your house? Sounds like it's going great. I mean, yeah. I got their roof done, so I hope they're happy about that. I love this little spitting nozzle. It's so good. There we go. Now, so this one I'm just gonna take care of the windows. They live near an active volcano. I know, but like, how do they not get used to cleaning it? You learn by teaching part of the brain. Yeah. I'm actually intimidated by how dirty this home is. Uh, how would you get so much shit on your house? By being a little shitter. Oh my god. This is volcano country. Maybe they're old or have chronic issues. I mean, sure. Just lazy. But, you know, it's Monday morning. Or at least for those of us stateside. A volcano is a pretty chronic issue. This is true. So, what's everyone got going on this week? Any fun plans? Any cool projects? You know, what you up to? This window frame is gonna drive me insane. Gotta get the little spinner out. Drinking tea and pondering. Made a Twitter list and added a bunch of peeps. Used the Chris Powerlifting Tempestus as a header. Have a TTRPG session on Saturday. Nice. Going out fancy eating with for my brother's birthday. Also paying a comment Friday. Hell yeah. Got weekly game dev meeting in about an hour. Then hoping to maybe stream again later. I want to finish Jerry's commission. Nice. House sitting for a friend in addition to pet sitting. Covering a bit from a Halloween themed wedding. And now debating the logistics of traveling to a different part of the country. Fair. That's entirely fair. God, the thing I love about lo-fi in this game is that it just fits so well. This is absolutely a game that would be like... God, can you imagine just like... lo-fi music to Power Wash 2? If that doesn't exist, I want it to exist. Nice. I realize that power washing a window this hard may not be the greatest for the window, but it's fine. Oh, Spinner's really good at getting like the caked on stuff off. It does look like someone just kind of imploded on the outside of their door, though. We're getting Art Tuesday and Friday on stream. Working today, Wednesday, and Thursday. Gotcha. Nice. There has to be a playlist on YouTube somewhere in that, probably. Trying to the person I mentioned to you. Oh, gotcha. There's a lo-fi hip-hop workout mix, though. Yeah, I can imagine that. Power washing anything in general is bad for it. I mean, sure. But look, when you have a house that looks like this and your neighbors look like that, I have questions. How far into the street can I walk? Oh, pretty far, actually. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, hey, bud. I found the little gnome. Just gonna leave you there. Ever hit your foot with 120 bars of pressure? I had. Jesus, Juzel. Let me break things without real consequences. What are they going to do? Make the game realistic and make the windows breakable? I mean, BM, there are like smash rooms where you literally pay them so that you can just destroy junk, hopefully without getting hurt. They give you equipment and shit, but like, I love the fact that that exists. It looks super cathartic. Take him home with you. They don't need him. This is true. Take this nice old couple's garden gnome. You know, just casually stealing from your clients. Ooh, that's a lot of crap. Trying to get some of the real bad stuff off. I need one of those immediately. You should absolutely look them up. I don't know. I don't think there are too many in the US and Canada, but they exist. I know for a fact that they exist. I'm gonna just take care of this one as well, because I have a lot of crap on it. Like, there's ash, but then it also looks like there's just clay. Like, do volcanoes spew clay? Maybe. Smash room in Las Vegas. Well, I mean, Vegas has everything. You can shoot a fucking MG60 in Vegas, which is hilarious. Like, have you ever wanted to see what kind of round can, like, literally go through a person? Here's a 50 caliber round coming out high velocity with the rate of an automatic weapon. It's like, oh, I see. Oh, there is one in Bama. Okay. I mean, it makes sense that they're in the South. Genuinely not surprised by that. Okay, that's all the windows done. We're around the apartment to do things to be an adult today, but I hope you have a good day. Leave thee with a lurk. Alright, thank you, BM. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good time adulting. May it be fruitful and not anxiety-inducing. Oh, I still need to finish the other roof, don't I? Yes, I do.
What the dog doing?
The dog be doing. Everyone asking what the dog doing, but not how the dog doing. But nah, I'll be honest, yesterday was a bit of a needlessly stressful day. Like, it really was. But after a good, like, 8 or 9 hours of sleep, I do feel much better. Which actually, once I finish the porch roof, I'm going to take like a quick 5 to 7 minute break to get more coffee. The dog is doing much better. Thank you, Hamstead. What the dog doing? Keep saying? I don't know. There we go. Clean the kind of mess, arson. You're not wrong. Which is the funny part. Bjorn, please. Alright. I'm gonna head over to the BRB, and I will be back in a few. Alrighty, I return with some herbal tea because I've honestly had a lot of caffeine this morning. And good morning, Ari. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well, dude. And, Weird, thank you for answering Jules' question. Yes, so my BRB and offline scenes are made by the wonderful Miracle Ginge. You can find their information as well as other artists who I've worked with and have are using their assets down below in the About page. And yes, I do have a live 2D model from Ice Fearless from Icy. I'm currently waiting for her to add some toggles to it, and then gonna, I guess, soft debut it. I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything too fancy. Just gonna be like, hey, so we're doing this today, and by the way, the model's being used. Except me. Are you not down there? I know, well, okay, I know I have you credited on the actual emote, or at least you should be. Are you? Fuck, sorry. Weird. 1 second, I can easily fix that. Okay, now you're there. I have you for the ooh woo emote. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Mystery emote. A ghost made it. Did I? Hang on. I mean, at least on the emote, I have you as the accredited artist. Sorry about that. That is completely my B. I know, but like, I still want to give everyone credit. Besides, you're one of my friends, and I like your art, and I want you to be supported, especially now that I can't throw money at you until I have stable employment again. Which, God, I hope is soon. Like, regardless of the job, I know that I just need stable income again, because it, being unemployed, as nice as it's been, you know, being able to recover from the bullshit that was my last job, you know, kind of need money to live, unfortunately. We do live in a capitalist society. Bitch, what do you mean? How are you not clean? There we go. Lego shop fell through. Oh. Yeah, it did not pan out. That one did not. Which is fine. For those of you who don't know, a dream of mine a long time ago was to work as a Lego engineer for Lego themselves. But after how grueling engineering was going to be at my school, and the math that looked like hieroglyphics I changed over to business. And so was like, oh, maybe I could work for them in like supply chain. And now that supply chain is hell. Don't really think that that's just gonna be a possibility. Not saying it's out of the realm of possibility for me to work with them in the future, but I just don't think I'm going to be like ever working at the company at this point. I cannot wait for my short 4-day vacation early December. Recovery for close to 10 years. Granted, it's going to be with family to say goodbye to my grandma, but time off near the beach. Oh, I'm sorry, weird. Matter of fact, I have a friend that used to work as a Lego engineer. I think he was about 12 years, damn. Supply chain is, to borrow a very technical term, a wee bit borked. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, supply chain is stressful. Like, like everyone under the sun will tell you it is a stressful career. However, COVID made it excessively stressful. Kind of like, healthcare and hospitality and services and retail. Like, so many things got much more stressful for very different reasons. In a lot of places, it was because you're now suddenly super worried about your own health and the health of those you work and live with. And then with supply chain, it's like, oh, everything's fucked because people are either not working because they don't want to get sick, or people are getting sick so they can't work. Or like there is just a shortage of people willing to work these grueling, frankly underpaid jobs, both domestically and abroad. And so it's pretty bad. Why is the gutter plastic? My gutters are metal. Okay, whatever. So yeah, so as much as Hamster is making a joke, like, supply chain's absolutely fucked. Ah, okay. No, it's all good, Weird. You don't gotta. I'm just happy for you, friend. Happy that you'll be able to get that closure then. But yeah, the company I was at didn't help with that because, frankly, the way that they do shit is so arcane and inefficient that it just made everyone's lives actively worse and more stressful than it needed to be. Okay. Used to work emergency services dispatch, and things were stressful pre-COVID. I need help on the highway. Are you gonna ask me to show up 0 to politics in 1.7 seconds? Yeah. It's unfortunate. It shouldn't have been a political issue, but people made it a political issue. Magical workplace stress. Dude, yes. Yes, Weird. Supply chains, I have some work projects that are stalled till last week of December, and I have ordered parts for them 3 weeks ago. Yep. Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest, if you're ordering anything that's internationally, whether personally or for work, don't expect it to arrive anytime soon. That's just where we're at. Everything's just kinda borked. Aside from, like, and it doesn't help that we got so used to the complacency of like, oh, I can order this and it'll be here today or tomorrow. And so that has honestly added to it. Not considering how like Amazon Prime has been like a horrible thing for the environment if you look at the long-term impacts of it, but the fact that it also became a trend in the retail industry to try to offer those services compounded that problem and that complacency. But that's a whole different can of horseshit. I had this lady who yesterday asked for a soup after she called in, and I didn't immediately have her order number or the reason why she was calling it. Oh. I see. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I would like to really pull myself away from Amazon. Convenience is great and all, but for me, it's kind of a two-parter. Like, morally, I have issues with it. So, like, if you know, I'm not saying anyone else should. Excuse me. Thank you. Jesus Christ, where is my shit going? Oh, now I remember back to when people were hailing zero margin logistics. Ah, yeah. So the official term for that hamster is just-in-time manufacturing, just-in-time processing and logistics. So the basic concept of just-in-time is just that. You are making things as they come in for it to arrive just in time for your customers. And COVID kind of showed everyone that maybe that's not always a great idea, because honestly that had been the whole thing with like Lean Six Sigma, was just-in-time manufacturing. And you can thank one of the Japanese car manufacturers for that, because they came up with it and then everyone else adopted it. And it became an industry standard, and kind of fucked everyone over. Can we get... No, I appreciate y'all. You don't have to give me any of your money. You know, I'm here to have fun. I'm planning on having a normal job, and I'm planning on having, like, this and the consulting on the side for fun, honestly. I'm going to be honest. If I didn't have to charge a little bit for the consulting, I wouldn't. I would much rather just help people more in depth, but unfortunately, I have limited time and energy, and I, frankly, also need money to not die. So it's just, you know, unfortunate reality of capitalism. I would genuinely rather not have to charge people for consulting. Four stars, very nice. Almost done with this bungalow. And then we probably have time to do one more after this. The nice thing is that even though these take a while, it doesn't feel like a lot of these take a while. Which is just really great. Oh, for those of you who don't know, because I just thought about it, the devs for this game actually do community voting tournaments. Right? So they have their second annual voting tournament going on maps that the community wants them to develop next for the game. So if you go to their Discord for this game, you can vote on what you would like between all of the winners. They have it set up as a March Madness style, so it's a whole bracket system. And they usually pick the top. It seemed like last year they picked the top like 3, and developed those, starting with the one that won the tournament the first time. which I think is honestly really cool because they obviously have all these ideas on what they want to do, but they're choosing to let the community decide which ones they want to see next. So they probably have a lot of those maps in like some kind of development stage. And since they're an indie team and have split resources, they can't, you know, just do all of those. And it's not saying that the ones that aren't voted on won't ever come out, but you know, I think that that's a really good way to interact with your community, especially if you're a small indie team. Is like, hey, you know, we have limited resources, we can't do all of these, but these are ideas that we have that we've either prototyped or we have on the concept board. You know, we want to hear what you would like to see next. Like, what is the broader community's, like, what do they want? Well, back at the Bay, doing a segment on comparing video games to their real-life counterparts, then trying to maintain a budget with the imaginary funds. Interesting. I mean, hey, go for it. That seems like an interesting idea, to be honest. I still do the back. Oh, actually, there's not much of the back of the house I have to do. It's mostly the gutters that I'm going to have to take care of. By the way, we are absolutely going to raid into Cab if he is streaming today. If not, I will find someone else to raid. Which, so like, side tangent, generally speaking with raiding, it's better to... It's just kind of a better idea to raid into people like close to your size. So if you have like 20 concurrent on average, you should probably raid someone close to that. So like anywhere between like, I don't know, 0 to 40. 20 to 25? I mean, yeah, but it can honestly be a bit of a broader thing. Like, if you're in the single digits, raid someone in the single digits, low double. If you're in the double digits, I would say, depending on where you are, just, you know, raid someone close to those. So I just like to harass friends. And I mean, that's perfectly fine. I harass Cab because he's a goober. And he is friend. And I appreciate him and what the Violet Sign community that he's built is able to do. Okay, that one's clean. There's still this stuff down there I need to do. I like to raid my wife. Ah, yes, Yana. Is roughly between twice or half my size. Honestly, that's probably a good rule of thumb. Yana is a treasure. Absolute fucking treasure. How is it that I still have like 10% left on this? I feel like, oh, I forgot to do the pathway. That's why. I was thinking, it's like, how the hell do I have so much left to do? It's like, because you forgot about an entire section, Husky. Yana do be a bean. She do be a bean. Come on, thank you. Then I think this is the last gutter? Yeah.
What the dog doing?
The dog be doing. The dog is very happy to have people hanging out with him today. Thank you everyone for showing up. I do greatly appreciate it. Yum. Driveway post wall. I missed a post? Oh, I missed this wall. There we go. Okay, what post is not clean? Oh, forgot. Shift tab does that. Ah, there you are. All right. I do like that it gives you the little tooltip on like the last couple things that are ready. Always happy to chill with one of the coolest. Aww. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Today we're gonna play Untitled Goose Game, then compare how much money we can actually make as a goose. The what? Man, I could honestly just happily disassociate and zone out from this game. But I won't. I shan't. Join the chill vibes. Thank you, Lance. Honestly, this might just be what I do Monday morning. Start just chatting and then do like an hour or two of Power Wash Sim for a little bit. Because this is genuinely nice for me as well. Husky Cooking Simulator. Oh, God. He went live? Oh, good. I talked to him for all of like 45 seconds yesterday before he got kidnapped for Never Have I Ever. But he seemed to have enjoyed his break, and it was good for him. And apparently I might get coffee in exchange for keeping on top of clips. So we will see. Almost done. And we are rolling in it. Hell yeah. What's the fuck, weird? What? What's up? There we go. There we go. I love that we just start out T-posed. Now I forgot about his cursed new model's hands. Now I'm sad. What do you mean? Dirt Finder. I've got a frankly ridiculous situation in hand. You see, some of the local children have been coming down with a curious, unsightly form of... I don't know what that is. A few fretful folk have been putting it down to the condition of the recreational facility. It's all nonsense, of course. But if we could just humor them and give the whole thing a thorough hose down, I would be most grateful, sure. But the fingies... The fingies aren't that bad. Assert dominance, commence T-pose. Alright, so before we start, I would like to purchase the Urban X2. And now we can acquire a few things. I'll get the spinning nozzle. And then, let's see. I will need these extensions at some point. But for now, I will stick with this one while I am working on it. Alright. Oh, wow. This is pretty bad. Pretty bad, boss. Oh, wow. Can we take a minute to look at this bench and think about how the park ranger was like, hey, you know, people are getting sick and people blame the playground. But, you know, that can't be it. But could you hose it down? It's like, oh, so it's like a nice wooden bench. It's like, nope, this is supposed to be bright red. Just like, my guy. Jesus. More like Power Wash, the 70s movie. No, everything's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not from how dirty and unsanitary it is, from people playing in volcanic ash. No, not at all. Jesus. The beach will stay open. The ash is free flavor. Me trying to figure out if I should stop Cabal Gag from getting started in chat. Nah, he's fine. Look, if you start thinking it's getting weird, it's probably getting weird. If you think it's fine enough, then I would just let him suffer. I mean the D20. Oh god. I usually do. Fair. Reminds me of a common joke for when I was cleaning as a kid. Look, there's floor in here. All we had to do was clean it up a bit. I mean, yeah. There we go. Okay, now, watch everyone as our eyes bleed. Ah, that's awful. Could I be at fault for letting it stay dirty? No, it's the children's fault. Sadly, listened to that segment, and my first thought was, you know, I know a guy. Good lord, this thing is quite bad. Quite dirty indeed. Oh, each floor plate's a separate thing? Oh god. Lord of Decay, hello. How are you doing this wonderful morning? We're just vibing out to some Power Wash Sim. How is this still dirty? There we go. Avoiding work, enjoying Power Wash. I like it. It took me a minute to get into the groove, but yesterday I was playing this a bit while watching Miss Jackie's chat, trying to be a decent mod. But currently just enjoying the career mode. Working on that. I found that I like to do things in kind of the weird order that I do things in real life, which is like smallest to largest, because if I start with the largest thing, I'm going to be like burned out. Do the same thing with Moon, play something chill like Power Wash or Minecraft and have one eye on mod chat. Yeah. It be like that. Goodness. Oh, each of these floor panels are a thing. I don't know if I really want to do that. But I guess we can take care of the bin and stuff that's over here. Can I kick this? I can spray it. Thing is, though, with a lot of the streamers that I moderate for, I genuinely don't have to do much because they have so many mods that someone is usually able to get to shit before I am. People who are much better moderators than I. Been there, done that. God damn it. Bjorn, you're a menace. Never change. Alright. We have another bench. Then we have the stools. And, oh, all of the... Okay, so all of these are separate components. Have a good one, Husky. You too, Bjorn. Have a good Monday. I'll talk to you later, dude. Oh, no wonder people are getting sick from this place. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Lunch and possibly nap. Alrighty. Enjoy your lunch and nap, hamster. Almost got it. There we go. Oh, thank you, Hamstead. Alright, let's see, we have the Stego slide. I think I will start... Most of this is wood and plastic. Do I want to buy some cleaner? Probably. What's the card? Okay, that's multi-purpose. So I think I'm going to start with buying multi-purpose. We'll buy wood and plastic. So this is largely plastic, so I think I'm gonna give everything that's plastic a once over. Mussolini with yogurt or cheese soup with bread? Depends on how heavy you would like something to be. Give everything a once over. Try and make some decent progress on the plastic stuff. Just use the rest of this on the Stegosaurus. Now we will get the wood cleaner and just try to hose down as much of this as possible. Definitely not going to have enough to hit like everything with a good once over, but I can at least make an attempt. There's the wood cleaner now. Okay, I got 2 liters of multi-purpose cleaner. It's definitely not going to be enough for like any progress on this, but it's fine. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna focus on the larger patches of dirt. Get the tougher stuff. Okay, yeah, because like there's a lot of this stuff around the edges that are caked up. Engage barista dog. Yes. Hello, bear. Hope you're doing well this morning, bud. Good breakfast and coffee. Very nice, Moss. I'll be honest, I have no idea when that ran out. Let's see. Over here and putting an IV in my little lady. Oh, poor baby. I think I got most of the cake stuff. Most of it anyways. Alrighty, and that's all I'm going to use. So I'm just going to go back to this. Brave little kibby. Aw. Wishing you and your cat the best, dude. Routine thing? Gotcha. Thank you everyone for being here this morning. You know, I'd be lying if I said that I was worried that no one was going to show up. Ah, gotcha. I think I remember you talking about that. But I do greatly appreciate everyone who's, you know, shown up to hang out today. Whether you're new or you're a regular or someone who's been here a while, you know. Just thank you. Always a really chill time. Thank you, Moss. You provide the chill stream, morning streams as usual. Hi, Graphy. Good morning. Happy Monday to you, dude. Hope you and Nick are doing well. I definitely need to go back through the past couple streams and get clips out of them, because I know that there was a lot of stuff that I would like to post on Twitter. Gonna be honest, I'm just gonna make like really low effort clips and posts, because that's just what I have the capacity for at the moment. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. As much as I would like to post the best, like really good quality content, I don't have the skills to do those in like more time effective way. And you know, if I end up getting a new job that pays decent, I would like to hire an editor for just some side work. Make life easier. it's not sustainable, it's not worth doing. I agree. Something I've talked to a couple clients about is low energy content creation. Now, notice how I didn't say low effort. Low energy content creation is about doing what you can and understanding that what your best is each day will change, and that's okay. We're all human. We all have our own shit to deal with. No one's perfect, and you shouldn't ask yourself to be every day. It feels weird because there is so much art made under terrible circumstances. I feel like the better thing is for society to make those bigger projects more sustainable, not to keep doing them and burn people out. I would agree. I mean, hell, Pumpkin, kind of, more or less burned out from the gaming industry and decided to go solo. And she's talked about this. She had a really high-paying job at a well-known, reputable studio. And she left it to pursue content creation and VTubing. And she's absolutely fucking killing it. And I'm so genuinely glad to have met her and so many other awesome people. My 1 year anniversary was technically in August. Didn't plan anything because I was still, recovering from burnout or whatever the hell, from my job. My hope is that this next year will be a lot better. And I am working towards that. Just a little better. Even 1% better than last year is an improvement. Nah, you're fine, Moss. I don't mind the walls of text, honestly. I think once I finish this dude, I'm call it for today and we will go harass Cabal. Not quite 3 hours, but I'll take 2.5 as a win. Still can't believe I streamed like, oh god, like 6 hours. My birthday stream. That was wild. Don't think I'm going to be able to do that again for a hot minute. Which I do have that VOD saved. I do plan on having a archive channel of full streams going forward. Just as like a side thing. Kind of like how Cap has the Violet archive. I'm planning on having like the Rough Roast Book Nook. And just having that for people if they want. Alright. So I think we're gonna call that good for now. But thank you everyone for joining me today for this just chatting and impromptu power wash sim day. I really appreciate all of you. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I hope you have a great week. Yes, Moss? Now that I'm not mobile, I gotta fix something real quick. Moss, I swear to God. You better not be subscribing. Ugh. Son of a bitch. Moss, thank you for the new tier 1 sub. You are now a patron of the Rough Roast. Lord. Alright. Again, thank you for joining me this morning. Have a good Monday. Have a great week. Until then, I will see you later.